Hi, I'm Len Jessup, Dean of the Eller College of Management here at the University of Arizona, and I'm also an alum of the Eller College. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I was looking for a really good graduate school to go to, in my case wanting to get a PhD in business, and that led me here to the University of Arizona and to the business school here. I got interested in technology and innovation really early on and learned quite a bit here in the late 1980s about the role that technology can play in business, and that really shaped my career in academia from that point forward. I was one of those kids that left here, packed everything up in my U-Haul trailer to go back out to California, hoping that one day I would be able to return to Tucson and to the University of Arizona, and was thrilled to come back as dean. I've spent the better part of the last 5 or 6 years of my career, my own research as a faculty member, focused on technology and innovation and the transformational power that technology has on shaping our lives, particularly in the business arena. One of the things that I've been most fascinated by in the last several years is that now the power of large corporate kinds of software systems like customer relationship management systems and enterprise resource planning tools that are now available, that kind of power available for small businesses. And it really represents a sea change, I think, in how technology can be deployed, especially in the smaller businesses, putting the power of those big tools at the fingertips of the owners and managers of small businesses, and particularly in making all of that technology accessible out in the cloud, out on the internet. You know, if we kind of take a quick look at the evolutions that these small businesses have gone through, you can think of the kind of early days of small business management as kind of business management 1.0, literally little mom and pop businesses with what we've referred to as cigar box accounting or shoebox accounting. I can think of my own background, my family. I come from a long line of Italian immigrants. Both my grandfathers emigrated from Italy, in one case from Venice and the other from Sicily. They short stay in New York and then landed in the San Francisco Bay Area, and were a part of a wave of Italian immigrants who launched and grew little businesses in the San Francisco Bay Area. And in my family, everything from a bakery to a little metal shop and everything in between. And it literally was mom and pop businesses with little shoebox accounting, where all the cash and the receipts and little handwritten notes and keys were kept in a little cigar box in safekeeping. And then, you know, business management 2.0 was kind of the next evolution, where those little businesses became automated, but it was really primarily with little personal computers. They were very expensive and they were quite underpowered by today's standards. And everything was it was automated, but it was all kind of on-premise. Automated accounting and little basic email and other things, but it was really what little bit you could afford on a little personal computer for that little business. And, you know, now we're seeing a radical change in the use of technology for these small businesses, what we call business management 3.0, the kind of current wave that takes all that power of the big systems, CRM and ERP tools, and kind of takes it down into the hands of small businesses for a fraction of the cost. And rather than having it all housed on a personal computer inside your business, it can now be accessible out on the cloud. You can have as much of the storage and capability as you feel that you need, and really for a fraction of the price that it once cost these small businesses. You think about what these businesses need to track, and what I find interesting is small business owners and managers are able to track the same things that people managing large corporations can track. You think about the things that you want to track as a small business manager. You want to track your money. That is the underlying scorecard that shows you how everything in the company is working, and not just simple P&L statements or balance sheets, but a true picture of everything financially that's happening with the business, and being able, I think more important, to do predictive analytics to show where the business is heading, whether it's to try to head off a problem before it happens, or to try to do some goal setting for the business. Now, we're finding now that some of these tools will even let you benchmark against the same data from other like companies within your sector or best practices out in other sectors, and be able to use those industry benchmarks to more effectively set your own goals and use those goals to manage the business. The other thing I like is the ability to use performance graphics, so that you know, if you're somebody managing the business but you might not necessarily have a really strong financial background, but you can use a dashboard per se to be able to see very quickly and easily graphically how the business is doing and share that with the team. So you need to track money as kind of the underlying scorecard for the business. You want to track growth, right? That's important to every business, but especially to small businesses. And you want to keep everybody connected. Not only your own people inside the business and to be able to let them work virtually if they need to, but also your customers. And using all these tools at your fingertips to try to provide the best possible products and services you can in real time to your customers, and be able to manage them intimately, every one of them, even as your business grows. So I think it's interesting what's now available to track all of this here. People inside, your customers, the growth of the company, the financial health of the company, and to manage it just like the big companies do, but to be able to do that at your fingertips for a small company. I think all businesses, especially small businesses, need to get on this track and using these technologies if you want to remain competitive and agile and be proactive and to be financially viable and successful as the company moves on. Now, one of the technologies that I'm really keenly interested in and I'm following very, very passionately, in fact, I've gotten actively involved in this company as an advisor, is the Corelytics financial dashboard software that's now available for small businesses. This company is doing quite well, and their tools are growing very rapidly in their deployment in small businesses all around the country, and they're winning awards from a number of different entities for their software. And so one of the tools I'm recommending to businesses that I'm helping is the Corelytics Financial Dashboard. And it takes all the morass of static numbers out of the financial statements and automatically provides for the managers and the owners of the business a graphic dashboard, if you will, of all the performance of the business. Like, again, kind of borrowing all these best practices out of the big tools, the big CRM and ERP packages for large corporations, and puts them at the fingertips of those who are owning and managing small business. And it's everything that I've been talking about in this business management 3.0 way of managing a small business. All the predictive analytics, the performance metrics, to be able to do all the trend analyses and the forecasting, to be able to go out and grab industry benchmarks. Think about that, and being in a small business and being able to go and grab benchmarks on how other businesses are doing in your sector and in others, and then use that to compare how your company's doing and set your own goals based on those best practices out within your sector, and then be able to use that to manage the performance of your firm and have that available to you. And if you don't have financial expertise, have that all available to you graphically in a dashboard. I think the Corelytics Financial Dashboard's a fantastic tool to give business owners and managers a clear and concise picture of what's happening in their business and where they need to pay attention in order to be achieving the performance that they know that their business can be achieving. I think all small businesses should be using the Corelytics tool or a tool like it to keep their finger on the pulse of how their business is doing and be able to manage performance effectively. And if you need to take corrective action, be able to do it in real time. So I'm recommending to people that they keep a close eye on Corelytics and the many new transformative tools that are out there now enabling the new world of business management 3.0. This tool and others like it, I think, help to create a whole new definition of what it means to be running an agile business competitively. And I think it's now easier and less expensive than ever before to put those concepts to work in your business and to position your business to thrive. I only wish that these tools have been available for my grandparents on both sides of the family and the many small businesses that I watched them grow and manage along with all the other immigrants from Italy and all the other countries that came to this country around the turn of the century. It's amazing to see how far we've come and what these tools are making possible for businesses of all sizes. I encourage you to take a close look at Corelytics and these other transformative technologies. Thanks.